I am Mr. Wes Peters, the band director at St. Augustine High School. And before we get started, we do want to say a big thank you to the administration and Mr. Collister, the band director here at Sebastian Middle School, for being such gracious hosts and allowing us to use their facilities while our auditorium is still undergoing renovation. So can we please give them all a round of applause? With that said, a little bit of a caveat, there will be some things that just happens because we're in a different space than we're used to being in, so we just ask your forgiveness up front if you see something that just doesn't go as planned as we're switching groups out or whatnot. Just we're in a different space that we haven't been able to practice in, so just we ask for your patience on that. With sound, lighting, all of those kinds of things. So the first group that is here tonight to perform for you is our really first ever St. Augustine High School beginning band, and this is our 7th period class. We have a few other students involved from our other classes helping out tonight. These students have been starting to learn to play an instrument just this school year. They started in August. We got instruments about the 3rd week or so of August. And have been working since then. Tonight you're going to hear a little bit of what they're able to do from the start, not quite the start because that stuff's not very fun and doesn't sound very good, but they are sounding much better now, so we're going to skip some of that beginning stuff, and we're going to start with some songs that everyone's playing the same thing at the same time, things that you'll recognize, some holiday tunes and then a few other tunes. Then you'll hear some duets, things that groups are playing different things at the same time, and then you're going to hear a few full band arrangements as well, where everyone's got something a little bit different to play. So you're going to kind of see their progression that they've made this semester. And so without further ado, our first piece is Jingle Bells. do have to give percussion a moment to make sure they're ready, so I went too fast in the last one. All of these first few songs are songs that are in their book, their method book that we use, Essential Elements for Band. And so we've been progressing through different lines. That last piece was a duet, featured 2 different lines of music. Our brass were playing the harmony part, and our woodwinds were playing the melody part, with percussion playing a rhythmic part in the background. Next up is another Christmas tune. This is Up on the Housetop. Here's another Christmas favorite, Jolly Old Saint Nick. This is another duet. This time our brass students will get the melody and our woodwind students will get the harmony. And again, you'll hear the percussion keeping that rhythm in the background. So the next one is not necessarily a Christmas or holiday tune, but you hear it a lot at holiday time. It's a piece of music called Ode to Joy by Beethoven. This one is our first piece that is a full band piece, where not everyone is playing the melody, it's not just 2 parts, melody, harmony. Everyone's got something a little bit different to play. And so try to listen for all the different layers that there are. Different groups will get the melody at different times throughout the piece. So we hope you enjoy Ode to Joy. Next one, same kind of thing, it's another full band thing. I have to brag on them a little bit. They learned this one, was it yesterday? Yesterday. They learned this one, and so it's a lot of fun. This one is titled Hard Rock Blues. Years ago, I used to teach middle school, another couple of other schools, and I used the same book, and we'd always get to this one, we'd skip it. But we can't skip it at St. Augustine High School because the next one is our fight song. And so this is When the Saints Go Marching In. So we can't skip this one. So we hope you enjoy it. This is the last one that we're doing out of our book, and then we're moving on to sheet music, which is full band stuff as well. When the Saints Go Marching In. As they're switching around things, again, this is the first real piece of sheet music that the students receive, where it's just music that's more like what all the other band classes are playing on a daily basis. Everyone's playing something a little different. This first one is titled First Winter Suite, and is actually a multi-movement piece of music. So there's going to be a first movement, you'll hear a melody and a grouping of songs and things, and then we'll stop. And a multi-movement work, we don't applaud between selections, so just hold your applause until we're done with all three of the ones that we're doing. So the first one, the first movement is titled Seasons Sounding Fanfare. The second one is titled Roof Riffs, and kind of features our lower sounding instruments. And then the last one is titled A New Year's Finale. These are all going to sound sort of Christmassy, sort of holiday things, but they're all original music by the composer Tyler Grant. We hope you enjoy the First Winter Suite. And as our percussionist is getting ready for the next one, we definitely had to add a few percussionists to this next one. It's got a lot of different parts for the percussionist. This next piece is titled Mechanical Monsters Met the Halls. There's a whole series of these by the composer, Mr. Sandridge, that kind of tells like this very interesting and kind of weird Christmas story where monsters take over. But this is just one part of it. And so you're gonna hear little bits and things that sound like Christmas songs that you might be familiar with. And then there's these things that interject that kind of sound robotic, sort of. So it's just a little bit of fun. When I gave this to the beginning band students a little over a month ago, they looked at me like, there's no way we can do that, Mr. Peters. And you're going to hear tonight they absolutely can. We are very pleased with the progress they have shown in such a short amount of time. And again, tonight, we'll be able to show that off for you tonight at their first performance. And so I think they've done a great job. Do you guys agree? I think they've done a good job tonight. Many of them were very nervous to play tonight, and so we're very pleased that they were able to get through those nerves and perform for you this evening. So we hope you enjoy our last piece with our beginning band, Mechanical Monsters Met the Halls.